residents want, but we definitely believe that it needs to be a township-wide police to give better coverage to the rest of the residents of the township. But for now, we're Uniontown Police, and we are happy with that, and we'll definitely give the residents of Uniontown the best service.
You guys feel it should be township-wide police?
Yes.
For what reason?
For safety reasons. If you look at the stats of when we were out in the whole township from January to the beginning of June or the middle of May, I did have a copy. I actually have a copy I can show you. It's most of our calls are in the Greentown area. Yes.
As opposed to Uniontown?
Uniontown, yes.
Most of your calls are down this way.
Compared to Uniontown, basically it doubled our call volume. So it was very active down in the Greentown area.
The area just south of Hartville, you didn't get much?
A little bit, but not as much as the Greentown area. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, it looks like it doesn't look like they're going to ask the sheriff to come in either.
No, I think there's going to, because you can only have one police department in a township.
Oh, okay, so they brought the sheriff in.
Yeah. And the Uniontown residents love the Uniontown PD. They really appreciate the job we do, and they're very supportive of us. So it's, you got almost 11,000 residents in Uniontown that really enjoy the service.
Yeah, but even though they're not, because he did say, he being John Arnold, that they were going to go for county sheriff, they probably had to put a 3.5 mil levy on. So that's not going to happen.
We will go because we're not going to.
And the sad thing is, the sheriff says he can do it for 1.9, and then we can say we can do it for 1.8 and 1.7, and you get down to where you only have 1 or 2 cars a shift anyway. So it's kind of, and you got to look at apples to apples. You got to compare everything together, and then you got to look at the bid. Is there any hidden costs in that? With us as Uniontown, when we were looking at taking over the whole township, the dispatching fee from the sheriff's office would have been close to $270,000. But yet he can do that service for free. Well, who's paying for that? Other residents of the county. And he does that for Plain Township in Lexington. That's a service he provides for them free, but we pay for it as residents of Stark County. And that's something that the county council would have to, look into.
Yeah, commissioners.
The commissioners.
Okay, well, thank you.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Well, thank you.
Let me ask you a few questions. I came in a little late. I'm Martin Olson with the Stark County Political Report.
Yes, sir.
And your reaction, I'm sure you shared it with Mr. Hall, but I wasn't here.
We support whatever decision that the trustees make. If they want to put it back on, we support that because we believe we can patrol the whole township. And if they decide not to put it on, we are happy to stay in Uniontown. They're a very great. It's a great community. They love their police. We are greatly supported in the Uniontown area, and so we look forward to continued service in Uniontown.
Now, when we thought the issue passed,
Yes,
and it did, of course, and the Supreme Court overturned it, and you began the patrols township-wide.
Yes, sir.
Got a lot of favorable feedback, didn't you?
Yes. Basically, we didn't get any negative feedback.
You didn't?
No. We got a lot of emails, letters, people stopping by the station just to say that they've been 40 years in the township and haven't seen a police car, but they're glad to see one now. We were doing house checks, vacation checks throughout the township. People were glad with that service. We went out 3 times a day and checked on their house, make sure nothing was broken or broken into while they were gone. But yes, overwhelmingly, the township supported us, I believe.
So where that leads me is that the trustees cited tonight on the actual vote outside the UPD, it was 65 to 35 against expansion. You think maybe those numbers are changed after
I definitely believe they would change. I think people were misled by people who are against the levy on how much they were going to spend a year. They were told they were going to spend $600 a year to $700 a year. When they actually got their tax bill, found out it was between $150 and $250, and then they were given the service that they were given. 24-hour patrol. We responded to every call. That changed their mind that it wasn't as much as they thought, and they got a very good product for what they were paying.
Now, do you still have a disagreement with the sheriff as to whether or not his proposal was apples to apples?
I don't know if it's a disagreement, but there is a comparison, and you can look at the comparison sheet and see that it wasn't apples to apples. I don't know if that was a hasty bid that he put in, but it wasn't very accurate.
What was the major departure, the sheriff's proposal, to what you were going to be doing if you expanded the...
Everything.
Pardon?
It was basically night and day.
Oh, it really was? Okay. So to say that there was going to be a $600,000 savings, it was because it was less service?
Definitely. Definitely. It wasn't that he was doing out of the kindness of his heart, as there was going to be a lot of services cut out. Like I mentioned, the dispatch fee. We, as Lake Township, would get charged a dispatch fee, but yet he can do that for free, which is who's paying that bill? Who's paying the bill to dispatch for Lexington and Plain Township, the rest of Stark County? And that's not fair to those voters, or actually to us if we live in Stark County. So. And most of our officers live here in Lake Township. Our kids go to school here. We're more in depth with what's going on in Lake Township.
Okay. Well.